Hey y'all, it's Courtney, and I'm back with another video. I know that I haven't been around in a couple weeks. YouTube, if you're gonna leave comments on any video, please make it this one because it is very important and this needs to be heard. So please don't turn off my comment section. Speaking of, I've been a little discouraged because every time I upload a video with my face, YouTube shuts off the comments. So I've been a little discouraged. That's why I haven't really been uploading, but I'm gonna try to figure it out. Anyways, so I want to talk about this today. I don't know what the fuck these mothers here on YouTube are thinking when they're uploading videos, uploading proof of abusing their children. I wanted to make a video on this already when the whole Amy's life journey thing happened. But then yesterday I heard about this girl, Michelle Grace. She has a 2-year-old daughter named Aria, which is, funny enough, that's my cat's name. I'm guessing she got it the same place as where we got ours, which is Arya from Game of Thrones. So she posts this video, and the video is called "My Toddler Ruined My Jeffree Star Palette, and Now I'm Sad." And the first thing that she says in this video is, she sits there silent for a second, and then she says, "Yeah, can you hear that? I just got done beating her ass because she messed up another one of my palettes. Blah, 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 blah." Goes on talking about the palette, and the little girl is just heartbroken in the background. Listen. I get it. Some people bust their kids' ass. I've even busted Autumn's butt, you know? I don't really anymore. I don't even like saying that. I don't like to because it only took me a time or two to realize that it doesn't work. All it does is break your kid's heart. And for some people, maybe it does work, but that's not how I want to deal with things with my kids. I have gotten into this conversation on here before. I don't mind how anybody else raises their children, but abuse is abuse. Flat out. The baby cries during the whole thing. She's 2 years old, mind you. 2 years old. And then at the end, she says, "My hand hurts." She's like, "Ow, my hand hurts because I just got done beating her so hard." So you beat a 2-year-old so hard that your hand hurts. But you have no sympathy for how hard she's crying. Your child's going to be terrified of you, bro. I mean, and she had an excuse, of course, on Twitter. She said it's a Southern thing. That it's a Southern thing that we say, "I'm going to beat your ass." But we're not actually going to do it. Okay, I don't think it's a Southern thing. I think it's a thing. But, okay. I have heard a lot of parents say, "I'm going to beat your ass if you don't stop." Or, "I'm going to whip your ass." Or however they say it. "I'm going to smack your ass." Whatever. And I've even been known to say, "Well, I'm going to bust your butt." That's usually what I say. I say, "I'm going to bust your butt." But I never do it. But she did it. She cannot say that we don't mean it. No, she meant it because she did it. She admitted to doing it throughout the whole video. So, it's not just an expression when you actually do the shit. She also said, "I made multiple videos. This is just the one that saw the light of day. So how bad were the other videos? If this is the one that made it to light of day, and you're that upset after you had already filmed a few other attempts, how mad were you, and how bad was it in the first few attempts? I would hate to see those. She made comments about her daughter, not wanting to, that she's a good kid 95% of the time, but that the other 5% of the time she's not wanting to sleep, and she does things to get under her skin. Once again, this little girl is 2 years old. Two. A 2-year-old doesn't even know what getting under your skin means. Now, do kids at that age push buttons to see? They're testing you. They're just learning. They're trying to learn by doing things that get under your skin. They're learning. They're trying to learn exactly what is acceptable and what's unacceptable in your eyes. Okay? When they're pushing buttons like that, they're trying to test you to find out what mommy's going to flip out over and what is acceptable. So, every child does that. Every child does that. They call it the terrible twos, but and it is terrible. You know, it's really frustrating sometimes. But it's not anything different than any other parent has been through. And I don't know very many people. Well, actually, I live in West Virginia, and a lot of people bust their kids' ass. But beating your child and smacking ass, like, is a little different. Is a lot different. She said she beat her child so hard that her hand was hurting. That is abuse. That is a beating. If you hurt yourself hurting someone else. She said she only popped her. A pop wouldn't make your hand hurt. So, you act like there's no proof out there of what exactly you said. Of course, she took down the video, but people have clips, baby. People saw. And it's floating around everywhere. Even, oh my gosh, what's his name? Philip DeFranco posted tweets about it. And, you know, my thing is my 5-year-old did the same thing. And you know what it is? It's because mommy loved doing makeup. And she saw mommy enjoying doing her makeup. So she wanted to be just like me. That is so sweet. You know, Autumn, when she was little, she got into a $90 palette that my friend had sent me. So it was very sentimental to me. And she dug out a few of the pans. And I was so upset. But I also knew that she was doing it because she was trying to be like me. So instead of beating her ass, screaming at her, cussing at her, or anything, yeah, and that's another thing, she's cussing throughout the whole video, screaming at the kid. So anyways, I went in my drawer under here, because my whole underneath my sink in my bathroom is just filled with makeup. So I went and got under the sink, and I got a dollar store palette. And I said, here you go. That's your makeup. And guess what? She's 5 now, and she doesn't dig in pans. Because instead of screaming and cussing and yelling at her, I taught her, no, honey, you don't have to dig down in to get the color. All you have to do is brush lightly over the top. Mommy will show you. Because she was interested in it, because I'm interested in it. How evil is it that your child wants to be just like you, and you beat her for it? Think about that. My 11-year-old did the same thing when she was 4 or 5. She did the same exact thing. She would get in my palettes and she would dig down in them, or she'd open my eyeliner and use it for coloring, or, you know, and yeah, it is frustrating, especially when you just bought something or something's really expensive. I get it. It is frustrating. But you don't beat them over it, because that doesn't teach them anything. Rather than doing that, like I said, go buy her dollar store palette and teach her how to use it. And she's only 2 right now, so, it's probably not going to work